Hello, you guys. I thought I would spend some time and share my testimony with you guys, since everybody wants to deny the power of Jesus and tell me I'm still in witchcraft. So, which I refuse to deny. I don't do that. I don't tell somebody who is gay that come out of their being gay and saved by Jesus' grace and is cleansed of their sin, of that sin, that, oh, you still have something attached to you. It's too hard to get rid of. Like Jesus isn't capable of handling it. Again, lowering Jesus like he's not powerful enough to break the chains of witchcraft in my life. And you want to say I'm judging you? So when I was a little girl, I've always, since a very little girl, been able to, I don't know, since I was a little girl, I've had visions and dreams from the Lord, from a very young girl. And when I was a little girl, when we get to a certain age, my mom would always say, hey, what do you want to make your bedroom in? Our bedrooms would be in like baby colors until we were a certain age. And then when we were a certain age, my mom would redecorate her rooms. My sister did some like country theme. And when it came to my time to redecorate my room, my mom asked me what I wanted, and I told her angels. I want my whole room in angels. Ever since a very young girl, I have been protected by the Lord's holy angels. Just to share with you real quick, when I was a baby, like in your arms baby, my mom went to the airport once. Long story short, she was in a hurry, and she was going to miss her flight. The loading dock was like miles and miles away, and she didn't know what she was going to do. She had my sister. My sister was like 4 or 5 or something like that, and she's running around with her head cut off. She can't figure out how she's going to get there fast enough, and she's trying to get on the flight so she can come and help her grandfather get to the hospital and all this stuff and be there for her grandfather, and she's freaking out and she doesn't know what to do. And all of a sudden she just stops in the middle of the airport and she prays, please God, let me get there fast enough. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this black man comes out. This black man shows up. Big, burly black man, like tough black man comes up. And he said, hand me the baby. And my mom was all like, she said, at first I questioned it. Why should I hand this guy my baby, which the baby was me? And he goes, it's okay, just trust me. Hand me the baby, I'll get you to the gate. She goes, and so I handed him the baby, and she goes, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were at the gate. And my sister, my older sister, she was like 3 or 4 at the time, she goes, Mommy, where did that man go? And she looked around and he was gone. And my mom, still to this day, she goes, I swear that was an angel. So if that's true, I was actually held by an angel when I was a child. That's one of my mom's testimonies. So anyway, going back to the whole, so I'm a child. I want my room to be angels. Okay, so from a very young age, I've been being protected by angels. I have a lot more stories than just that of why, but I only have a short period of time to give this testimony. So anyway, I wanted my room to be angels. Well, later on in my life, when I'm about, in high school, when you're a teenager and you're bullheaded and you rebel, my dad got hurt when I was 10 years old. And I prayed for him for probably 2 or 3 years. And he wasn't answering my prayers. He wasn't healing my father, and my dad was just, He was having seizures. He got hurt on the job. He was having seizures. It was horrible. I had to take care of him. I'd have to call the hospital. My mom's working 3 jobs to take care of us and, get medicine and all this stuff. And I'd have to call her and I'd have to, watch him. And it was hard as a young girl doing that. And, I was getting bullied at school. And I just snapped. And I told God that I hated him and that, I didn't want him to be in my life anymore. That he's not healing my father, he's letting all these people treat me like crap. And that, it's really hard because I love God a lot and it's hard to talk about it. So when I rebelled, I went into witchcraft. I only did one spell, and it was a lustful spell. I never did any rituals or sacrifices or anything like that. And still to this day, the devil tries to use my testimony against me. The devil tries to tell me, you are a witch, you're not worthy. So anyway, I'm sorry. Don't ever let the devil try to beat you down and tell you that Jesus can't cover you and change you, because he did that for me. So anyway, I rebelled. I started hanging out with people that weren't good. I started listening to Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails, Slipknot, Korn, all this bad music. All the while my poor mother has to watch her daughter go through all this. My mom prayed for me day and night, knowing that I would come out of this. You have no idea what you're saying. You know who I'm talking to. I don't deny Jesus' power to save me from witchcraft. I know he saved me from that, and I know that every single chain has been broken from that. There is nothing from my past that is hanging on to me from that. So anyway, I went to witchcraft. I hung out with all the wrong people. I dated a guy who was satanic for like a month, a very short period of time. And he casted a curse on me because I wasn't there for him. I ended up going on a family trip and he ended up cheating on me. And since I wasn't there when he needed me, he got upset with me. And in his guilt of cheating on me, he put a curse on me. Now, I was walking down the road one day and Jesus tapped me on the shoulder and he said, you need to come back to me. And I'm all like, okay. And I came back to him. And when I did, shortly after that, my dad was healed. My dad was healed of his seizures. He was healed of everything. And I told myself, I'm never going to deny God ever again. Ever. I'm never going to deny his power. I'm never going to do witchcraft. I'm never going to ever turn my back on him again. Shortly after that, mind you, I hadn't talked to that guy who casted that spell on me or curse on me for probably at least 5 or 6 years or more. Shortly after that, he texted me and said, I'm sorry. And I know the moment I saw that text that He wasn't sorry he cheated on me. He was sorry that he casted that curse on me, because the moment I was saved, that curse was cleansed from me. And that curse went back on him, because he's the one that put it on me. And I knew when I saw that text from him, when he said, "I'm so sorry, Ashley, I'm so sorry," because he has to suffer that curse now that he put on me, because now I'm free of it. So when somebody tries to tell you that you were stuck in bondage from your sin, from your past, that is the devil lying to you, trying to get you to believe that Jesus isn't powerful enough to cleanse you of your dark past. I don't care if you were a murderer, or you were gay, or you were a Satanist, or you were a rapist, or whatever. God can free you from that. And don't ever let the devil tell you you're not worthy. Don't let the devil try to trick you back into bondage. And for anybody out there, and they know who they are, that has tried to trick me back into bondage of my horrible past, and try to tell me that Jesus isn't powerful enough to free me from that, basically telling me, oh, it's so hard to break that. It's so hard to break that. You still have this on you. You still have that on you. Shut up, devil. Get behind me, Satan. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. You have no power over my life. Don't you understand that? Don't forget it.